you buck, why no? If 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 you buck.
A little Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen.
If you buck, yeah. If you buck,
Look, J on the track.
Why no? If you duck, if you duck,
Hey, it's time for all the security.
if you
Get around. It's going down.
Yeah, well,
Oh no, King Lurch said crime mob, confirmed pedos, huh? Oh boy.
Fuck off in this damn thing, throwing the balls up at these soldiers, screaming and bleeding from their nose. But when we start, that's where we make them hit the flow. Ain't no game off in this thing, we be deep off in your body. Crime on, get it started, and we be the hardest. So if a
Crime mob, nuck if you buck. This has been the Punkery Show, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy.
We nucky and bucky and ready to fight. How bet ya I'ma throw them dice? I wear the best to think twice. See me, I ain't nothing nice. And crime my beat ain't no stopping. Becky like my dad's moves ain't killer and that's time.
Well, King Lurch, I guess it's like if you like R. Kelly or some shit, you know? Good songs, but they may have questionable things off the court.
Is he nuck, boy, rough and get stuck, boy, luck is a must, boy, no. If you buck, boy.
if you buck, why no?
As I said in the pre-show, little
If you buck,
show
why no?
stuff, information.
If you buck, why no? If you buck, why no?
America is having daylight savings tomorrow. So for the next 3 weeks, if you're a Europe, the show will start an hour later for you, right? If you are in a country that does not do daylight savings, that means for the next 8 months, the show is going to start an hour later. So we need to make sure we have that correct, because ever since I've done this show, I've never figured the daylight savings thing, and then people come in saying, "Oh, Rashawn, what are you doing?" It's either early or it's too late when it comes to daylight savings. So now we are going to announce it. So again, if you're a Europe, the show will start an hour later for the next 3 weeks until y'all change y'all clocks. And if you're from India or some shit, then the show will start an hour later for the next 8 months. But either way, so Changelog 6.0 came out last week. I am still dealing with the video right here. Again, shout out to the boys, Primitive and Crunky, for getting the footage in. Shout out to the Lava. I saw Lava had some good special guest inputs into a lot of the recordings for this week too, so shout out to him. I've still got to do the voiceover for the video. Maybe that'll be out by Monday or something like that, so we'll see what happens there. Also, I know this is not the state of NG, but we want to have some feedback in the chats for the new changelog. Shout out to Marnix, by the way. I enjoyed having Marnix on the show. Both his backstory for people calling him a cheater, that, and him sharing his screen last week to show us the new bank. So we need some feedback in the chat of what y'all think about version 6.0, so that we can read it later on in the show. Right? This is a I scratch, or you scratch my back, I scratch your back type situation, alright? If we can get some feedback on the change or the version, the new updates, then we can talk about it. If not, then in 40 minutes we're going to talk about Iran. Or Iran, excuse me. Iran. And you don't want that, alright? So put your feedback in the goddamn chat, please. Okay. But before we get into what y'all think about the new version, we've got some memes to go through to run down, alright? Now, I think it was a day after the show last week. Yes, please make sure to give or send your feedback to Evan, even though he says he's retired, but he's scheming. So, early in the week, it might have been the day after the last show, surprisingly, kind COB is now back on the server. Dino King and Urinipede are both in-game right now. They got their ban appeals accepted, which, you know, I've been memeing about it for the past couple of months, but I never thought it was actually going to happen. But now COB is on top again, and a few of them are back. Now, there are a few more that are not back. What? Oh, okay, that's breaking news, huh? Yep, we need it. Hold on. We need the sound. Oh, shit.
I want to look. Breaking news.
Yeah. I saw that they made ban appeals. I didn't know it was that quick. But yeah, all of COB is back, apparently. Dino King, Urinipede, and what is it? Tekken HD? Is that who it is? Because I don't know who the fuck. Who's Slim? Actually, don't tell me. I don't really want to know. I'd love to. Yeah, okay, Slim is HD. All right. I loved guessing, to be honest with you. I guess Blood Komodo is going to join y'all at some point, so COB is finally back. But I'll tell you this, all right, because I didn't think it was going to actually happen. Oh, yeah, what's up, Xanax? But, when COB got that ass banned, I'll tell you, man, it probably was the dumbest reason, or the dumbest thing, rather, someone has ever done on this server to get that ass banned. Something to do with passwords, you know? It's like the Epstein files, but for passwords. You know what I mean? Urinipede, can I tell this? Can I say something? Can I say this? Because when Urinipede wanted to come back, okay, I'll say it. All right. So, hey, did you change your password? Urinipede, did you change your password? I'm just making sure. I think the server makes you anyway. Fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. So basically, with COB coming back, we are reinstating or instating the COB Recovery Program. That's what it's going to be called. All right, the COB Recovery Program, and it's actually the guys aren't unbanned on Discord yet. No, they're not. Okay, so they're only unbanned in game right now. Maybe after some time, there could be some type of phase unban where, you know, if they are not being dumb in game or some shit, they'll, after a few months, maybe get back on the Discord, right? So it's gonna be, yes, that's right, a COB recovery program. But Urinipede, my question was, did you change your password? It's ironic how I talk about COB changing their password, not knowing their password, when they got banned for passwords. Because I changed Urinipede's password to something that will remind him of the meme that he got banned for, you know? And like I had said before, it's one thing to get... Oh, you want to share my screen? Okay. I mean, I'm not looking at anything right now, but I guess I'll do it. What was I talking about, actually? Oh, but yeah, so yeah, they got banned for some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It's one thing to get banned for stupid stuff in game, right? You DM somebody, you bug abuse or some shit like that, but when you get that ass banned for something kind of quasi outside of the game, I'm kind of surprised that they even got back, to be honest with you. And like I said, I've been memeing for it over the last 9 months that they've been banned or whatever, but I thought this was it. So I thought it was done. I thought it was finished for the COB Gnag. Done. Finished. But, listen, man, I'll tell you one thing. Y'all may bring a lot of the interestingness into the gameplay or whatever, but y'all gotta watch out, man. Gotta watch out, you know? This is like a probationary period type thing, you know? Don't do no crazy shit outside of the game, man. crazy. You know, you can sometimes, once in a while, do crazy shit in game. You know, it is what it is. But you know, passwords or you know other stuff kind of outside of the game, you gotta watch out with that kind of stuff, all right? Because that's will get your ass banned for a while. You know, the guys that did the doxing, kind of, you know, they doxed that guy. I'm not gonna say his name. You know, that kind of stuff gets you banned for a long time. But yeah, I don't know, man. What beat is it to drop? Not understanding. All I'm saying is you're on a probationary period, all right? Just watch your ass. All right, don't do no shit like y'all did before with the password type shit, you know, because that'll get you banned for a long time. Preacher in COB is reformed, sir, is what Dino King said. Preacher in chat said, "Rip chips," and I guess that's the collateral that was done, right? Chips, who is one of the biggest score creators, achievement creators on the server's history, has since left after the news that COB got back on the server. Right now, Dino King is doing some jives in chat, calling Chips a full-time Pornhub creator now after his departure from NG. And hey, I mean, that kind of stuff. You can't be Johnny Sins now, my god. Yeah, don't worry. Oh, I got you, right? But hey, sometimes it happens, you know? You bring a few people back, and the quote-unquote loyalists are like, all right, we don't need this anymore. I'm not gonna deal with COB no more. And, you know, as Chips did, he did the strongest thing he could do, which is depart. However, you know, whenever people say that they're going to leave, even if they leave the Discord, it seems that they come back at some point. They stop being hot-headed after a week, a month. At some point, they'll come back. As Preacher said, there's no way to leave NG. He will be back. And hey, I mean, as Neo King says, Chips for the next couple of months may realize his sunk cost fallacy and come back to the server that he so enjoyed. So, you know, we'll bin see. The question is, will we lose everyone, right? Will Chips leave and will COB get rebanned anyway, is the question. Dino King says, open this. I mean, folks, come on, man. Okay, thank you. See, I was about to talk shit, Dino King. I was about to talk shit. I'm about to say, like, what do you think I'm about to copy and paste that shit, huh? Oh, Lord, no, I'm not watching now, bro. What is this? I think Dino King gave me a Chip Studio video here, but we're not gonna watch that. That's, the thumbnail is a guy with 6 arms. It's Octopus Man. No, we're not watching that shit, bro. Maybe later in the show, as a shock value, I may watch it before, but I don't know about that, man. But all I can say, or Xenix, I think, said, what do you think? Quality over quantity? Quantity over quality. Listen, man, I don't know. People want quality, but if you've got quality without the numbers, I'm not saying that COB coming back means numbers, but I mean, there are some games where there is quantity over quality, and the games survive because there are players in it. Look at Call of Duty. You know? Look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty's got many, many people that play that game, but the quality of people that play that game are not very good. So, you know, I'm sure Activision would rather have people than good people. Many people, rather, than good people play the game, so it is what it is, man. But... You're thinking too big. Okay. I thought you were talking in general. Call of Duty? No. Am I saying the quality of people that play this server is good? No. What? Or no. But yeah, I mean, the quality of people that play video games isn't good either, anyway. So, it is what it is. But anyway, COB weren't the only ones who got unbanned this week. I saw that... Or I could be wrong about this, actually. Was Ray420 banned for a long time, or did he just come back? I know Ray420 a few years ago, he was one of the most unstable people on the server. He said a lot of crazy shit. He did a lot of crazy shit. And he was kind of like a hyena, an American hyena. So, does anyone, because I don't remember, was Ray420 banned for the past couple of years? And was he unbanned recently or no? Because with all these guys getting unbanned at the same time, I feel like Ray420 was one of them. Alright, I guess I'm not getting information here, but, no, Ray420 is not Ray, alright? Ray is a good man. Ray420 is kind of a hyena. But still, Ray420 is back, and I see he's done said a lot of weird shit in this Discord already. I'm not really sure what is a meme and what isn't from what he said. He's talked about medication on the Discord. He posted... Is that Ray420? He has 99 punishments, is that right? Jesus. He's posted stuff like this morning. Yeah, so Ray420 is saying and doing some crazy shit, you know what I mean? He's from New England, which is where I'm from, so that's not a very good thing, obviously. I would think that people that live in this region of the country are very intellectual and not crazy, but if Ray420 is from Vermont, then that's not a good thing. He said something somewhere about medication somewhere, but I don't know where he said it. But he did say that he is now a 5M modder now, so it looks like he's picked up a trade, which means he might be a very good candidate for the dev team at some point, folks, right? You see here, he's using Claude AI, right? Which surely makes someone a candidate for, at some point, being on the dev team. Vegas says 5M modder, so like that other moron off topic. Yeah, just like that. You know what I mean? So, Ray420 is back. Also, I noticed that JERi is back on the Discord. So it seems like I say the admins as if I'm speaking in third person, but the admins have you know, the blood pressure is very low, the happiness is very high, and we're giving out amnesty for is this Ramadan time right now? We're giving out amnesty, unbans for everyone during Ramadan. Can someone confirm if it's Ramadan right now? So I don't sound like I'm an idiot. The holy month of unban. There you go. No, I'm saying JERi. That's how I say his name. I don't want to say his name like JERi. JERi. That's how I say his name. When I say your name, I say your entire name. But so JERi is back on the Discord, folks, and I mean, this is another example of a guy who's gotten banned for things that are quasi outside of the game, right? Just like how COB got banned for passwords. Let's just say his name. Vinny got banned for... Vinny and some other guys got banned for, you know, to get the S44MX for, let's just say doxing adjacent type stuff. And then JERi got that ass banned for begging for money, right? Those things are going to get you banned longer than any in-game misconduct that you can think of besides cheating. So for JERi, all he has to do to never get banned ever again, which he's had issues with on a recurring basis, is to not ask people for money. That's all he has to do. That's it. If all he ever does in the history of him being on the server is never ask anyone for money again, he will never, ever get banned. Ever. And not harass all nicknames that end with A. Or, yeah. I think if you harass people with that ends with the nickname A, then you'll probably just get DM'd all the time, or, you'll get told off in text. Yeah, there it is. WTF, that's one person with the A at the last part of the name. So, shout out to JERi, that's all I can say there. Anyway, we're at the part of the show now where we're trying to get this version 6.0 feedback here. I don't think I see shit in the damn chat, huh? Perish come. Well, all I see is Beavis. All I see is Beavis. I was hoping to see people be very happy about the new, actually, first of all, I just want to take a look at the bank. The new bank, right? I hate Gabs, I'll tell you that, but, the new bank, this is a very good reskin of the bank, to be honest with you. Well, actually, see, COB is robbing the bank right now. Urinipede and Dino King are robbing the bank, so I guess now we have to do some impromptu commentary on this one here. Dino King right now, he's getting extra intel if he looks at the screen right now. There are 3 cops, 4 cops outside of the bank, and they are trying to get their ass out. The cops, for some reason, need to grow some balls, I think, because they have 3 or 4 guys inside, and only 2 cop guys are robbing the bank, so I think they need to grow some balls. Alright, so the first person to kill a COB member here will get to the Have Balls Medal of Honor right here, and Xenix right now is taking some shots at Dino King. Dino King falling back downstairs. A first aid kit and adrenaline pill by both players. Now, we're going to have an idea. So Anka has a couple of ideas we're going to talk about here. And that'll impact the use of first aid kits and adrenaline pills during fighting. So we'll see what y'all think about that. This is probably stream sniping right now. Probably shouldn't be doing this. The COB members are now outside, but... Jesus. Anka got some bad intelligence, obviously. She has no idea where the COB players even are. COB right now, I'm not sure what they're doing. It's a 2v1 right now. They should just come out and take Xenix out and run away, but I'm not really sure what's going on. Dino King's trying to fight. I don't think he gives a damn. I hear he got a lot of money from a guy after he came out. He wasted his money. Did you what?
Spin it? I spent 3 mil.
The spin is not up yet. We have 5 more minutes till the spin.
I'm gonna win it.
You're gonna win, huh? We'll see.
Yeah.
The Punkery spin is in 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. That was Hendrik. Every time Hendrik is in, we have to play this.
Breaking news.
It's breaking news whenever Hendrik
I have
is
like
on.
maybe 10, 15 minutes. Then I gotta go. Going to the movies. But I want to see if I win this or not before I go.
What about that? He's gonna go to the movies, huh?
Hey,
Like
Dino King, how is he playing? I think he's do I need to join the game? I have 15 minutes, so I can type many comments. Well,
COB is back.
how? Why?
COB is unbanned. They have gotten their appeal. Their appeal has been accepted after 9 months. Has it been 9 months?
Looks like it could be. Looks like I also
Yeah.
have to return now.
Yeah,
To keep you all people safe, you need admins like me who are strong enough to play with these boys.
How about that? The cops are going down right now. They are on the attack. Xenex and Lava
Heavy fire.
taking them down. Heavy fire down here. Urinipede, what a kill on Xenex. I can't believe what I just saw. Lava from cover takes down,
Wow.
or Urinipede rather, from cover takes down Lava. In 2026, someone gets killed in cover, while in cover. I can't believe what I just saw. Dino King says, COB on top. COB is on top. ladies and gentlemen.
Another male, I think. Yeah. Huh?
Hey! On top, another male, huh? Oh boy. Look at this. Floppa is in too. COB is back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have Evan, who is he's here. He's here.
Is Evan an admin now?
I don't know, man. We never know whether or not Evan is actually an admin. You know, he says he's retired. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure about that fight right there. I mean, it seemed like the cops had an easy win the entire time, and then they just flubbed it.
So how do people like the new bank? Like, is it too complex? Because I think with the PD, I think most people prefer something simple. Like simple. The old days, they were more simpler.
Yes, thank you for asking the real question here.
Yeah, I'm a real host, man.
Dino King says, only thing fucked about the bank is the money cap.
Yeah, it's a cap.
They love it. Don't read comments. Yeah, I mean, like Xenex said he got lost. We saw Anka got lost too. Anka got lost in the bank too. So I think it's just gonna take some time for players to get used to the new bank. As Hendrik just said right now, you know, it's when you get older, it's very difficult to process change, you know.
Yeah,
and
that's why the place where a lot of old people visit a lot, mostly, the hospital. That's why they have this, and follow the red line on the floor to go to, I don't know, for teeth scan, and follow yellow for exit, or follow green line on the floor to info.
They need.
That's what we need. That's what we need in the new bank for us, because we are in the 30s now. We can't adapt so fast like this.
We need an age survey on the server. Dino King said, "Call out unfazed me, them players always ducking." So Butthead a year ago, called COB members Down syndrome. So we need an update. If Butthead is here, we need to. Yeah. Anka says F1. We're not talking about F1 yet. We're not doing F1 yet.
Yeah, I want to talk, but I got no time for that. But Australia, yeah, that's where we're racing now.
Oh, Jesus.
Good time.
Very bad times. 24 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen, until the winner of the Punkery spin. We are back.
How many people
in the casino?
57? Is that
57 players entered. I don't know how many tickets there are. Over 100, surely. And here it is. The countdown is here. Who is going to win the prize vehicle for the week?
If it's chips, it's rigged.
Ah, shit!
Who won it? Oh.
Not recording.
What? How does that work?
Akeem!
Akeem, wow.
And Akeem has won the engine monster.
That's rubbish. That was money well spent, man.
He's won the NG monster.
And I just lost 3 mil.
So, I forgot to record the damn screen, bro. Cocksucker.
Well, too bad. It's like our first time here.
Yeah, I think COB needs to... it's the wrong screen. I think COB needs to Rob the bank again, huh? But shout out to Akeem. He has won the NG Monster. It looked like for a second he was going to win the Infernus Retro, but unlucky.
Yeah.
Unlucky. We're
Really
still
unlucky.
waiting for the first person to win the Infernus Retro from the Punkery spin. So it is what it is. But yeah, we definitely do need an age survey on the server. You know, lots of
do.
older people around here. You know what I mean? We need to tailor the new updates to people who are older. You know, it's just like how they say older people love single-player gameplay and younger people love the multiplayer gameplay. You know, or if you know what I'm saying. You know, so yeah. Define old. In your 30s plus. That's in this context that we're talking about. Old, I guess.
Anka, even if you were in your 20s with your alcohol consumption usage, you're already old, I think.
Facts.
I think
The
you have,
cirrhosis.
you got the change in your head.
The liver cirrhosis is very big, so I don't care how old Anka is. Anka's liver is 45 years
skin
old.
doesn't look that good anymore.
Definitely not. No, that's big. Jinasuk said, leak. Next DLC bump will have its best vehicle exclusive. to Punkery Spin.
Sorry.
Aluminium. Compsuction. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, there's the new bank, ladies and gentlemen. What's the worst punishment on NG, huh? We need more public executions or public punishments on the server, honestly.
I think muting is the...
Oh, you're right. Yep. Muting is the
Hardest
biggest
to
thing
cope
you can do to somebody. See, here's the thing about muting, Hendrik, right? Muting somebody, it activates, especially your ops, ancestral ticker from back at World War II times or some shit, you know what I mean? Or, you know, I think I had said a long time ago that the worst thing you can tell somebody to do is shut up, you know? People don't want their speech to be removed, you know what I mean? I think people would rather get banned than get muted, you know? Because there's there's some type of, like, oppression type factor from not being able to speak, you know? As Zenix said, completely right. If Anka were to be muted, she would implode. So yeah, I think muting is probably the worst punishment that somebody could give. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then you can't express yourself.
Exactly. But yeah, so I see that we haven't even gotten any bank feedback in the Punkery chat here. Am I young for no reason? How do y'all feel about the goddamn bank? All right, we need more opinions about how y'all think about the goddamn bank before I start talking about nonsense. All right, Skip Piet, or it was, Sixth Gear said the new bank is cool. But yeah, nice. I guess it'll just take some time to get used to. You know, people don't really know where the shit is. There's some going on right here. I'm not really sure where to go. We might see COB rob the bank very soon. In fact, they are right now. So we need some cops to come up. We need some cops to come up and see if they can take down the COB Gnag from the bank. I guess while we do that, we've got some suggestions, folks. This segment is called the Anka Suggestion Corner. And Anka's got a few suggestions for y'all to think about. So, let me get some reading here. Or where is it? Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so here it is. So, the first Anka's Corner suggestion, ladies and gentlemen, is that there should be a cooldown on healing if you get shot by a player. For example, you should need to wait 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 7 seconds, something like that, in order, if I'm saying this correctly, before you can take a healing item. So we saw a few minutes ago during this, during the past bank rob fight here, we saw Dino King and Xenex fighting, and then they both disengaged. One took an adrenaline pill, and one took a first aid kit. With this Anka's Corner idea, Anka says that, let's say you cannot take a healing item until 5 seconds after you last get damaged. What do y'all think about that, huh? Anka says it's an anti-lava suggestion, so, you know, you love these knee-jerk reaction suggestions where stuff happens to you, and then you suggest it, so it doesn't happen to you anymore. King Lurch does say 5 seconds is a long time in the moment, and I agree. That's why, if something like that were to be put in, I think 3 seconds maximum is what would make sense for something like that. Urinipede says, horrible suggestion. Terrible. See, that's terrible. We don't need no item like that, huh? We don't need no stuff like that. Sanderson says, nerf all keybinds. Well, you can't do that, because it's built into 5M. And, I don't know, Anka. Urinipede's got an idea, or a good idea, or a good point, rather. It would make fights seem even more fast. And I think the more prolonged fights are, it's probably, or rather, it's better, I would say. You know what I mean? But, hey, y'all the players, y'all have the inputs, you know what I mean? So, you just go back to Discord here. I don't know what y'all on Discord right now are, well, actually, I'm not seeing shit in there. But, yeah. Lava there says, we brought in Armor, etc. into the game to extend the shootouts. See, as we see, a few people right here have equipped body armor in their inventory, you know? Anka says, well, what I hate is the 1v1 and the guy just puts first aid. It is stupid and it is dumb. Well, I don't know. We'll see if that's a thing, you know? Version 6.1, will we see a cooldown on healing? Now, Anka does say armor has cooldown, but, you know, health is the last line of defense, you know? So that's probably why there's no cooldown on the first aid kit, or... Actually, is there a cooldown on the adrenaline pill? Oh, well, while fighting, I mean. Abdel, I guess we'll get to that, huh? Abdel wants to know who's getting unbanned next. I don't know about that one. The second Anka's Corner suggestion. Now, this one's a bit interesting. Or odd, honestly. Anka says that if a cop basically, and correct me if I'm wrong here, if a cop is driving a non-police vehicle, there should be a cooldown, and then they auto-eject from the car. So, let's say if you are a cop and you're driving a police vehicle, right, you can drive it as long as you want, your heart's content and all that. But if you are driving a Devest 8 or any civilian vehicle, alright, what is this? Oh, okay. So you mean just player-owned non-cop vehicles, is what you're saying? So, for example, this would not apply to if a cop was driving this, for example. Yeah. So basically, she's saying if you're a cop and you're driving like a player-owned, player-insured vehicle, like a Devest 8 or some sports car like that, then there should be a cooldown before you have to mandatorily get out of the car, or else you'll be ejected. And I guess the thinking behind that is to encourage cops to use just cop vehicles. instead of using supercars or some shit. Now, that was very confusing to say, if I'm being honest, as Dino King is taken down by lava. We'll see if Unipede is able to, or Unipede and Flop are able to get out of this shit. I think it's a good premise of a suggestion, Anka. I'm just not sure if it's the right idea to auto-eject cops out of vehicles or force them to get out to reset the timer. Like, I understand what you're saying, and it's not a terrible idea. I just don't know how that really makes any... I'm not really sure how it's practical, you know? Oh no, we've got some controversy in game right now.
Breaking news.
So Unipede was robbing the bank, as we saw here. He says, what is this? You said he brought an admin card to the bank robbery. Is that what you said? He called him a bundle of sticks and said that Preacher brought an admin card to the bank, huh? Rip son. That's all I can say. Rip son. Also, didn't he just die? How are you still in the city? Weird. Well, either way, COB, Rip son. They don't rob the bank, but yeah. Either way, it's a decent suggestion from Anka's part, but I'm not really sure how it's practical. To be honest with you, what are you gonna do? Put a 15-minute timer on the screen to show a cop who's driving at the Vest State, you must get out of the car and get back in within 15 minutes, or else you get ejected. I'm not really sure how that will really work, to be honest with you. Mick said, when is Rate My Chase getting unbanned? Oh boy. I don't know, man. I don't know. 2-3 minutes? Yeah, I don't know about that, man. That's crazy. Miss a few weeks ago was talking about how we should have gotten some Rate My Chase on, but I don't know, man. Maybe with COB back, we can do it again. Or Rate My Chase live, I mean. Donkey Today, though, is interesting, man, because we still probably should have been doing that, because COB would have gotten Donkey Today 9 months ago for the password gate type thing, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Anyway, guess now we'll get into the player report game tape. There was a controversial situation that went on this week. Beavis got a report on Miss, so we'll take a look at that video there. The chat there shows Unfazed is scared of COB, apparently. COB wants some beef with Unfazed, but Unfazed won't give them the time of day. We'll see if they can get them a Gnag war at some point. But let me bring over the player report game tape right here. I see Ray420 got complained for DM. So, this kind of sparked some talk early in the week about house defending and all of that. So let me just copy and paste this shit here as we Google daylight savings for 2026. Now Butthead's on the server, so we got some beef now between Unfazed and the COB Gnag. What the fuck? So, backstory here. So Beavis broke into a house where Lava was residing, and they have a 1v1 inside the house. Well, Beavis, obviously, he got in as a cop, right? Not, as a cop. He had to break some shit to get in, right? They're having a 1v1 and all this shit, right? All of a sudden, Miss comes up, wearing the pre-cum Gnag merchandise. And Beavis doesn't see a kill coming. Beavis gets the report on, the report is successful, and during the defense, Miss says that Beavis was able to break some shit and get in, and it was Miss's house, not Lava's. Because if you watch the video, you would assume that this is Lava's house, but it was Miss's house. So, I guess the controversy here was that Beavis did some stuff to get in the house, which caused financial implications for Miss, right? So Miss should be able, based on that, to get the kill legally. Or actually, I'm kind of confused here, right? Okay. Oh, ooh. Okay. Now I just thought of something that was a bit interesting. So I remember back in the olden days, right? In the olden days, in the Crazy Bob's times. Miss was medic, yeah. But in the olden days, and I don't know what the rule is now, right? In the olden days of Crazy Bob's, a house owner, like the actual real owner, the one who bought the house. Yeah. Screw up my point before I even say it. Yes, in VCB, house owners can kill whoever they wanted to, despite or regardless of. Oh Lord, come on. You know I was going here, man. A house owner could kill whoever they wanted, no matter what state of what they were, whether it was a medic, cop on cop, medic on medic, cop on whatever. They could do whatever they want, right? Now, I guess based on the messages that I'm seeing in chat, this is no longer a thing where house owners can kill whoever they want that are inside their own house. Based on these replies, that's not a thing, I guess, here anymore. Rips undo Unipede. Because I was gonna bring up the hood rules, right? There's the NG rules, the actual rules, and there's the hood rules, right? And the hood rules would say that a guy that breaks into your house, whether they're a cop or a felon or whatever, then you shouldn't complain if you die. But I guess I've been shot down, right? Because Miss got punished, or the complaint was in favor of Beavis. So I guess it is different here, as Preacher put here. Miss was a medic, and Beavis was a cop, and there was no commentary here about house ownership. So I guess we've got different rules, huh? Yeah, you didn't go onto the level for killing people inside your own house, yeah. No. Okay, so the cop medic rule does supersede. Okay, I see. All right, it's kind of crazy that I don't know if this is a house thing, but a medic killing a cop is even a fair death. But maybe it is because it's the house thing. I don't know. There are too many angles here that I didn't account for when taking a look at this shit. Anyway, it wasn't even a fair death? Oh shit, hold on. It wasn't? Oh. Oh, okay. See, when I saw it on the kill list, I was like, I thought it was fair when I had seen that, but yeah, now that you make Now that you say that, yeah, it wasn't a fair death. But I guess based on the NG rules, right? We're not talking about the hood rules here. Based on the NG rules, you can't do this. So even if it's an unfair death, Beavis was, you know, stopped from doing his regular cop work, which I guess that makes sense. Why the punishment was handed down. So it is what it is. A personal report, yeah. I mean, it's a pre-cum Gnag. Actually, what Gnag is Beavis in these days? Actually, hold on, doesn't show it here. I know he's no longer in the. He's no longer friends with the butthead, apparently. You know what I mean? So it's kind of confusing. All right, let's take a look at another one. Some player report game tape here, folks. Ray 420, favorite guy to talk about. So Ray 420 apparently was playing, he was gambling, and he had a bit of a crisis, you know. He lost $6 million of in-game money, apparently, allegedly. And he took it out on Primitive and killed him while inside. Somehow, Casino got aiding and abetting from that. Is that what happened there? Oops, son. It's a little different. I'm actually kind of confused with this. First of all, how did aiding and abetting happen there? Number one. Number two, wouldn't that only happen if they're in the same organization? And number three, if they're in the same organization, did Casino report his organization mates? What happened there? Actually, can someone actually explain what happened here? So Ray 420 kills a guy. He rubs up on Casino. And then Casino gets aiding and abetting. What happened there, folks? Can someone explain what just happened here, huh? Ah, shit, my bad. I didn't mean to... I didn't see. Unfaced ducking cob, huh? So we got some... That's right, Vega. Yep. It's an epic report. But I'm not really sure how the aiding and the abetting thing happened there, honestly. It shows you how complex the server is going. Now, based on the complaint we just saw, Skip P had said Miss did nothing wrong. I guess on the grounds of it was Miss's house, and Miss should be able to kill whoever the hell she wants that is going on in her house. Abdel brought it to to America. He says, are U.S. citizens allowed to shoot cops inside houses? Well, you know, no. But I'm not going to criticize your comparison. Rari said, the rule is clear. House owner may kill in order to protect it, even if you knock at the door. Hey, these are good opinions, man. This was kind of the Punkery show, kind of Rate My Chase Live, but that is dead. Shout out to the Ayatollah, by the way.